Hey, good morning. I'm Michael with OTC and Team Lytle. Here's what I got. I got a Spartan Mark Martin edition zero-turn lawnmower. There's not a whole lot of videos out there about these types of mowers, so I want to go ahead and break this one down. This is a 37 horsepower engine right here. It's a Vanguard. Vanguard, 37 horsepower. It says 3,600 RPM. It's producing the 37 horsepower. So I know it doesn't run very loud. It's very quiet. Parker pumps, some of the best in the industry. Tube to change the oil. I mean, this is a well-built machine. It's all heavy. Look how they bent the metal and welded it all together. I feel like this machine is a lifetime purchase. It's not one of those purchases that you buy and you regret and you're constantly having to take it in for service and the deck rots out over a couple years, because that deck, look at that. Now that's solid. Everything's double banded. I've been out here cutting in the grass and getting some stuff done. So we know this one's already short, but my neighbor's house over here, which I'm finna record over here, video record, the grass is, I'd say, about up to here, about up to the light bar on here. So anyway, all right, let's do this. Got the all clear? All right, so as you can see, I'm cutting kind of slow. The grass is wet and it's cutting just fine. There's no problems there. I love the step down feature. It's like a bush hog deck, just like that over there. You can step on it. All right, I'm gonna lift this up and see if I can throw some grass out even further. And look at that solid quality. I feel like it's not gonna, you know, not gonna have any issues anytime. So I really like that. So here's my conclusion on the Spartan zero-turn lawnmower. Now, as you all know, I bought the Mark Martin edition. Very happy with that one. It's a fine machine. It's got a lot of power with the 37 horsepower EFI. And let me get under the shade right here. So, best part about it, to me, is the build quality. I've waited all my life to buy one. This is my first zero turn. I've had lawn tractors, I've had all kind of equipment. And as you can see, there's a ton of grass to be mowed out here. What I'm on here is 3 acres. That's 4 acres right here. So, to make it short, I recommend the lawnmower. I do. That's a commercial grade engine with a Vanguard engine, and I really like it. It's quiet. It's got a deep note to it. My lawn tractor I've got right over there, that's what I was mowing with. That would take a full day to mow, and I just mowed all of this around here in a total of 1 hour. So this is a lot less time than that one by a whole day just about. So again, I'd recommend that lawnmower if you're in the market to buy one. Red River Outdoor, they're in Shreveport near Uri driving East Kings, Shreveport, Louisiana. I recommend that place. That's James, the owner of it, was great working with him, and the other guy in there was super smart about these mowers and knew everything about them, and was able to in detail explain to me why this is going to be a good purchase. And I feel it, you know, when you buy something good and worth every dollar that you spend on it, all your hard-earned money you spend on something, you want it to be really good, you want it to last, you want it to be high quality. Spartan mower right there. So anyway, that's my conclusion on the whole mower. Hey, I want to talk a little bit about how I mowed this yard. So that yard right here was around, I'd say about knee high in grass, and the bulk of the grass was probably about 8 inches tall, somewhere up in there, and then the rest of it, Bahia type grass, was knee high. So I mowed it. You know, a lot of people ask me, which way do you mow? And I mow with the grass, depending on the height of the grass, really. So if it's a lawn that's been manicured weekly, and it's 3-4 inches tall, you know, and you're only going to cut off about 2-3 inches of grass there, I would cut it inwards and kind of blow everything into the center. And with a Spartan lawnmower like that, it'll mulch it up as you mow. But what I like to do on the tall grass is I'll mow it and blow it out as far as I can, and that way whenever I okay, so the reason for blowing it far out like that is it dries it out. So as it's laid out, it's drying out, it makes it easier to come back and cut. So this is pass number 2 on this property right here, and I'm mowing it on the inside and kind of putting it all together, and then we'll pick it up that way. But as you mow it, you're shrinking the clippings, and they fall down into the grass, and you don't have as much to deal with. So I recommend doing like that on tall lawns. And plus, it's a lot less strain on the mower, because the first blade on the outside has to push it to the center blades push it to the outer blade, and then you get a big wad of grass in there if you're mowing inside all the time, and it just bogs down the engine. Well, it doesn't bog down that engine, but it will bog down an engine. It will cause excessive wear to me. In my mind, I'm seeing excessive wear on this one by doing it like that. It's dried out. Wind's been blowing, sun's out. It's dried out, so it's good to go. I'm impressed. Spartan mower. Hey, so I've got some questions about fuel efficiency. The mower I picked out was a Spartan EFI, 37 horsepower, big block, V-twin, V2, big block, EFI, all that good stuff. But I have mowed for 3 hours, and I had half a tank of gas, so 9 gallons, and I'm able to get 3 hours. So I think, you know, it is a commercial grade lawnmower, and if you were going to run it commercially, you would definitely get 8 hours or more out of the mower. And that's just straight mowing. And most of the time, if you're in commercial business, you're moving from job site to job site. I feel like you could get a day or two of fuel out of it running it 8 hours a day. So really good fuel economy out of it. So I just got popped a question about ride quality, and the ride quality on the Spartan. It's pretty good, just depending on what you're mowing. I mean, I have a pretty flat terrain here that's a little bit bumpy, not too bad, but so I've got 12 psi in the tires, or 10. I have 10 psi in the rear tires. They're radial tires too, and they have grip on them, so they do handle pretty good. I noticed it was a little wet last night when I was mowing, when I had the LED light bar on, and it was getting good traction out there. So the front tires I have at 15 psi, and I've lowered them down a little bit. Underneath the seat of the Spartan, when you raise the seat up, there is some adjustment underneath it. I'm not sure how all the models are, but this one has it. It's a Mark Martin edition, and I was told it comes with all the bells and whistles, everything that you need, for a long-lasting mower. So it rides good. It has in the front, it has a square tubing, and there's probably another square tubing or a triangular tubing on the inside of that, and neoprene or rubber bushing in between that. So as you hit bumps, it flex. The seat soaks up a lot of the bouncingness, and the tires being low pressure like that, they soak up a lot of the vibrations and such. And so it's all in all, and the seat is super comfortable. Seat holds you in place really good. It makes a really good machine, really good ride. So I give it a thumbs up. Matter of fact, I give it 2 thumbs up. That's a really good machine. Spartan mower. So I'm going to talk about build quality of the Spartan mower, zero-turn mower. The build quality is phenomenal. Ergonomics, I mean, everything was thought out of really well. Everything was thought out perfectly. The mower, the deck system on it, all the metal on it, it's like 3/8 thick. I mean, most of the time you buy a mower nowadays, and you'll see that the deck is about as thin as a cheap barbecue pit that you only get a year out of, and they start cracking, the paint starts peeling off. This thing's powder coated. Well, I'm not sure if it is or not, but it appears to be. Looks high quality. The metal. So getting off the mower, my favorite part about this, it's got a step. It says Spartan on it, and it's a gritty type step, so you can tell, and it says step there. So when you step down, you step on the deck of the mower to get off of it. Now, if that doesn't tell you it's quality, then I don't know what does. So everything's overbuilt, it's beefy, it's high quality construction, and I think this mower is going to be around for a very long time. Love it. You can put it coated there.